Warren Jeffs, American criminal and religious leader, born in 1955. Warren Steed Jeffs, born December 3, 1955, is an American religious leader and convicted child rapist. He is the president of the Fundamentalist Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, a polygamous denomination of the Latter-day Saint movement. In 2011, he was convicted of 2 felony counts of child sexual assault, for which he is serving a life sentence plus 20 years. Jeff was placed on the FBI's 10 most wanted list for his flight from the charges that he had arranged illegal marriages between his adult male followers and underage girls in Utah. In 2007, Arizona charged him with 8 additional counts in 2 separate cases, including incest and sexual conduct with minors. In 2007 September, Jeffs was convicted of 2 counts of rape as an accomplice, for which he was sentenced to imprisonment for 10 years to life in Utah State Prison. This conviction was overturned by the Utah Supreme Court in 2010 due to flawed jury instructions. Jeffs was extradited to Texas, where he was found guilty of sexual assault of a minor for raping a 15-year-old he had married, and aggravated sexual assault against a child for raping a 12-year-old he had married, for which he was sentenced to life in prison, plus 20 years and fined $10,000. Jeffs is incarcerated at the Louis C. Powledge unit of the TDCJ near Palestine, Texas. In 2004, Jeff's nephew, Brent Jeffs, filed a lawsuit alleging that Jeffs had anally raped him in the Fundamentalist Latter-day Saint Church's Salt Lake Valley compound in the late 1980s. Together with Arthur Meyer Zalavitz, Brent wrote the memo Lost Boy, which recounts alleged incidents of child sexual abuse inflicted upon him by Jeffs, his brothers, and other family members committed when Brent was aged 5 or 6. Brent's brother, Klein, committed suicide after accusing Jeffs of sexually assaulting him as a child. 2 of Jeffs' nephews and 2 of Jeffs' own children have also publicly claimed to have been sexually abused by him. In June 2005, Jeffs was charged in Mohave County, Arizona, with sexual assault on a minor and with conspiracy to commit sexual misconduct with a minor for allegedly arranging in April 2001 a marriage between a then 14-year-old girl and her 19-year-old first cousin, Allen. The young girl, Elisa Wall, then known as Jane Doe DeFave, and the younger sister of Rebecca Wall, testified that she begged Rulon Jeffs to let her wait until she was older or choose another man for her. The elder Jeffs was apparently sympathetic, but his son was not, and she was forced to go through with the marriage. Wall alleged that Allen often raped her and that she repeatedly miscarried. She eventually left Allen and the community. In July 2005, the Arizona Attorney General's office distributed wanted posters offering $10,000 for information leading to Jeff's arrest and conviction. On October 28, Jeff's brother, Seth, was arrested under suspicion of harboring a fugitive during a routine traffic stop in Pueblo County, Colorado. Police found nearly $142,000 in cash, $7,000 worth of prepaid debit cards, and personal records. During Seth's court case, FBI agent Andrew Stins testified that Seth had told him that he did not know where his older brother was, and that he would not reveal his whereabouts if he did. Seth was convicted of harboring a fugitive on May 1st, 2006. On July 14th, he was sentenced to 3 years probation and a $2,500 fine. On April 5, 2006, Utah issued an arrest warrant for JEFFS on felony charges of accomplice rape of a teenage girl between 14 and 18 years old. Shortly after, on May 6, the FBI placed JEFFS on its top 10 most wanted fugitive list, offering a $60,000 reward. He was the 482nd fugitive listed on the list. The reward was soon raised to $100,000, and the public was warned that JEFFS may travel with a number of loyal and armed bodyguards. On June 8, 2006, JEFFS returned to Colorado City to perform more child bride marriages. On May 27, 2008, the Smoking Gun website released images of JEFFS with 2 underage wives, one of whom was 12 years old, celebrating first wedding anniversaries in 2005 and 2006. On August 28, 2006, around 9 p.m., PDT JEFFS was pulled over on Interstate 15 in Clark County, Nevada, by Highway Trooper Eddie Detchhover because the temporary license plates on his red 2007 Cadillac Escalade were not visible. One of JEFF's wives, Naomi Jessup, and his brother Isaac were with him. JEFFS possessed 4 computers, 16 cell phones, disguises, including 3 wigs and 12 pairs of sunglasses, and more than $55,000 in cash. JEFF's wife and brother were questioned and released. In a Nevada court hearing on August 31st, JEFFS waived extradition and agreed to return to Utah to face 2 first-degree felony charges of accomplice rape. Each charges carries an indeterminate penalty of 5 years to life in prison. Arizona prosecutors were next in line to try JEFFS. He was held in the Washington County Jail, pending an April 23, 2007 trial on 2 counts of rape. As an accomplice for his role in arranging the marriage between Elisa Wall and her first cousin, JEFFS was believed to be leading his group from jail, and the Utah State Board has expressed dissatisfaction in dealing with Hilldale Police, believing that many members of the force had ties to JEFFS, so therefore did not cooperate. In May and July 2007, JEFFS was indicted in Arizona on 8 counts, including sexual misconduct with a minor and incest. JEFF's trial began on September 11, 2007 in St. George, Utah, with Judge James L. Shumate presiding. JEFFS was housed in Utah's Purgatory Correctional Facility in solitary confinement for the duration. At the culmination of the trial on September 25, JEFFS was found guilty of 2 counts of being an accomplice to rape. He was sentenced to prison for 10 years to life and began serving his sentence at the Utah State Prison. On July 27, 2010, the Utah Supreme Court, citing deficient jury instructions, reversed JEFF's convictions and ordered a new trial. The court found that the trial judge should have told the jury that Jeffs could not be convicted unless he intended for Elisa's husband to engage in non-consensual sex with her. Elisa subsequently wrote an autobiography on her experiences in the Fundamentalist Latter-day Saint Church and with Jeffs entitled Stolen Innocence. The book was authored with former New York Times journalist Lisa Pulitzer. This is the little I can say about Warren Jeffs, the American criminal and religious leader born in 1955, the president of the Fundamentalist Latter-day Saint Church.